welcome. What a show we've got for you this afternoon. Declan Brennan against Clint in a money match. I'm joined by Ronan McCarthy. Ronan, we've been waiting a long time for a decent money match, and this one should deliver. What do you think?
Yeah, it's just good to see two top players playing for big money again, because for a long time there, I don't even know who the last one was. I know Mark Boyle was playing a lot of matches, and Tom Cousins, and there was a load of different matches.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden, this last couple of years, you've had, I'm not saying bad players, but lesser players than the top boys playing for money.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's refreshing just to see two top players playing for big money again.
Yeah. I mean, you know both the players really well. I mean, certainly you know Declan, taking him under your wing and been coaching him for years and shouting his praises. But also you've played many matches against Clint. How do you think the game's going to pan out?
It's on the day. To me, 2 years ago, I would have had my house on Declan, because he was playing. To me, he was the best player in the world at that stage. But he hasn't been playing just as well this past year and a half. But he's still brilliant. So it's close. It's close. I think Decky's still favourite.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't totally shock me if Clint wins, because Clint's had a good bit of form there recently, winning a competition. So it's a tough match, especially in Clint's own table. It's a tough one to call.
Yeah, you mentioned it being his own table, also his home crowd. There's already a decent few people in. We expect a big crowd for this one. It could be quite raucous. How do you think Deck's going to handle that pressure?
Again, Decky's had a few money matches, but not as many as Clint, and Clint's played all the top boys, so Clint's probably a wee bit more experienced in this situation. So it's really hard to call.
It is indeed.
I think Decky's more talented and more natural pool player, but Clint's got a lot in his favour too, so it's hard to weigh it all up.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. Scoreline prediction?
I'll go 30-26 Deck.
30-26 Deck. Well, there you go. You heard it here. Ronan McCarthy saying Declan Brennan 30-26. What a game this should be. Sit back, enjoy the action. We're going to hand you over to the commentary team, who's David Hine and Shane Thompson. Enjoy the game.
Thanks very much, Nick. And yes, you're right, I'm joined for this one by the safecracker Shane Thompson, Ultimate Pool Professional #1.
How are we doing, Dave? How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much. Looking forward to this.
I am indeed. Yeah, I am. It's going to be a great game, I feel.
It's been, as Ronan just said then, it's been a long time since we've seen two top professionals play for a good pot. And a few factors, but who do you think's favourite? I think Ronan's got it right.
I think he could be right, but obviously we're at Clint's home table, his home crowd. I think it's a bit of a coin toss, to be honest.
As per usual, it's been said a lot of times, but it is going to come down to that break.
I think it is, yeah.
Taken.
Yeah, definitely.
And just in time for kick-off, Nick Finn has joined us on commentary as well. Hi, Nick.
Good day, gents.
I think, Nick, we've just been speaking off air. There's a few factors that certainly do go into Clint's favour. Obviously, first one's home venue. We're at Spot on Snooker Club in Nottingham. He's got his rules, black ball, which is pretty much his game, and also the balk line, which some people at home might not know is supposed to be 20% of the way up the table, but for this game it's 25, and it does vary, but what that does is it helps with the cut break, which is, as we're just about to see, what Clint uses.
And just for Shane, Shane, obviously a race to 30. How important are these early frames? I mean, it's a long old race, isn't it? But you know, it seems they're almost insignificant because it's so early in the game. But how important really are they? How important to establish yourself in the game?
It's very important. You need to get off to a good start, put a bit of pressure on your opponent, and not only that, you make yourself feel more confident and feel comfortable at the table. So yeah, I think it's very important to get off to a good start.
And this should be a good start for Clint. That's a great opening break. Do you see any problems around the table here?
No, I think every ball goes. The yellow next to the red passes to the bottom left, so I can't see any problems here.
Yeah, just first frame nerves, isn't it? And how quickly you can settle. I mean, both these players are so experienced. I'm sure it won't come into play as much as it would with an amateur side of the game, but you know, if you do get off to a good start, like Shane says, it just settles you, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And the player that's chasing, the pressure's on them straight away.
He's still okay, but he's overhit that one just fractionally, hasn't he? Just come further down the table by maybe half a roll.
I think he's okay. I think he can come out towards the middle of the table and play the yellow into the bottom right as we're looking now. And then if he's okay, play the red the yellow that's next to the red up into the bottom left, Shane.
I think he'll screw back and play the one next to the black, and then obviously the yellow that's next to red bottom left, and then black in the corner.
So it's been probably 3 years since we've witnessed a big money match, maybe even longer. Obviously COVID got in the way of lots of different things, and a lot of attention drawn to this game, and so it should be. You heard Ronan McCarthy at the top of the match, top of the show, just saying, it's great to see two really good players teeing off, and these are two world-class competitors, fierce competitors, born winners. They know their way to the finishing line, and this really is the exact start that Clint Aronson would have been looking for.
Yeah, I think we're going to see plenty of these breaking dishes.
That is Clint Aronson, who gets his first blood, and Clint Aronson, the local man, his hometown Beeston. He's 34 years of age, and his home club, as you can see, is this very club, spot on at Q Sports in Sneinton. And his achievements, there's a long list, isn't there? It's
definitely been shortened, that list.
Yeah, it's an absolute multitude of IPA titles. Even this season, he's been picking off titles and had some success last year as well. Has a lot of experience as a money match player as well. You can see the game there against
Jordan Shepherd.
Yeah, Jordan Shepherd. That's his biggest money match at 44,000. But 44k, a big pot. He did actually lose that one to Jordan. And then thinking back, also he played a couple of games against Carl O'Donoghue. He played here against Mark Boyle, and that was another loss against Mark Boyle. But he's got a lot of experience in the money matches, whereas Declan maybe not quite so much. Could that play a factor, do we think?
No, I mean his last match at Declan's was against Carl O'Donoghue, and that was a little bit of a drumming for Carl. I think he ended 30-17 from memory. Certainly hasn't played as many as Clint, but like you say, the experience is there. Clint's still, 2017 number one, but he's ranked number 2 currently, and in a rich frame of form. Also, ex-European champion as well. So it's just too close to call, in my opinion, this match. We've seen many odds been put online about favourites and stuff, but I think it's even money.
Indeed. And Declan Brennan, again, important first frame for him. Shane went straight after that red on the left-hand side. That did have a pocket. He could have landed on it if he needed to, but decided to try and knock it out. Yeah,
I think he was natural to try and knock it out, so I think it was always worth a go. The red still does go in the middle, so it's not really a big issue. I think he's still good here.
Do you think he can get on it from here?
I think he'll get straight on it now. Yeah.
It looks like he's trying to play into it.
I think he is. He's trying to nudge it again, and that's even worse.
Yeah, it did go. It went in the middle. So
probably going to be forced to double it now, is he?
So Shane, if you were at the table there, you would never choose to move a ball.
I wouldn't be moving it if it went. No.
If it went,
no.
And we do hear a lot of top players go about their business that way. Don't move a ball if you don't have to. I mean, it does still double, but unfortunately for the double, I think he's going to have to land top side of it and cut the double back, which means he's going to lose his cue ball slightly.
The yellow's in the path of where he needs to be, isn't it?
Yeah, this is tough for me now.
So just to let everyone at home know that this is a pay-per-view event, and we're going to cut across to the pay-per-view platform after 3 frames. So after the 3rd frame, if you want to follow us onto that pay-per-view platform, it is just £5, and you will be able to watch this entertainment and what a match is going to be. It's a race to 30, so it's going to be a long day and a lot of action for your £5. You can pick up the link, which is Beard Productions PPV. If you Google that, or
is he taking the long double on into the corner, or is he playing the cut up the rail?
No,
he's playing the cross double into the middle. Now then, beautiful shot. Shane spotted that one.
Yeah, it's a good shot. He'll be feeling good after that one.
Yeah,
that's a confidence booster, that one.
Well, we should be looking at 2 frames in, 2 breaking finishes. Can't see the stand. Well, the standard has to drop a little bit, I suppose, but we're going to have plenty of these. A race to 30, like you say, Nick, it is a long day, but the way these boys dish up, it might be done a little bit quicker than you first thought. Players are playing on a blue Hainsworth match cloth. Is that right, Shane?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it's surprising because obviously it does play a little different to the green.
Yeah, you said that. How so? In what way?
So I find this a tad bit slower. Like there's when you're on a green cloth, you get like an extra couple of rolls at the ball.
So Declan Brennan gets his first frame on the board. He returns the favour, and it's a break dish apiece. Declan Brennan, the man from Mayo Bridge, 5 years junior of Clint at 29 years old. His home club is the Regal at Portadown, and obviously he is an ultimate pool professional and also won the Series 1 event. And again, last year, a thick, rich vein of form for him. He won the World Rules Pool Tour. And but having said that, I mean, Ronan did say at the top of the show that maybe just gone off form a little bit over the past year or so. He said that he would make Declan a 1-3 favourite for this game 2 years ago, and maybe just not playing quite at the level he was a couple of years ago. But I mean, that really is just picking hairs, isn't it? Because it's you know, it's the difference between being brilliant and being, you know, that one level again above it.
Yeah, I mean, you feel that, you know, a slight dip in form. These guys, when they're playing on their pool series, they're playing usually 1st to 6s, 1st to 7s. So a dip in form is 2 missed pots in a match. It's very, very fine margins at this level.
So not quite having it his own way with this. There's a little cluster of the yellow and red that have converged towards that bottom left-hand pocket. What do you think here, Shane? Would you be going yellows? Because the yellow at the bottom's fairly easy to develop.
I think Clint will still probably go reds.
Yeah.
Just because he could get himself in a bit more control. And if he wanted to, he's always got options to break the red out.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it will depend on whether that yellow at the bottom left-hand side of the table does actually pass. Whether he can see enough of it to pot it. It doesn't look like he can from here, Shane.
No, I don't think it does go.
Yeah, of course, the other yellow towards the one closest to the left-hand cushion is also a problem. So it's two of the yellows that are tied up. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense to go for the reds here. Does he go straight after this?
I think he can. I think if he can play this one bottom, like as we're looking now, and flick the red or the yellow, and he'll be on the red.
Yeah.
If he hits the red, then he's flicking the yellow out of the way. If he flicks the yellow's going to come away, and he'll be on the red.
Yeah, he certainly won't be playing this with too much pace.
Yeah, the problem was the harder you hit it, the more the cue ball throws. It kind of arcs, and you're in danger of missing out. You've got to play it. I don't think he likes it too much.
Yeah, if you played this really, really hard, you could actually miss the red.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose, but I don't think you will see that. Ideally, I think he'd like to hit the red.
Oh yeah, you prefer to hit the red.
Yeah,
that's what
but obviously, if he misjudges it and hits the yellow, I think he'd still be on the red anyway.
So he is going a different way.
The angle wasn't quite there.
Maybe he's just a little bit too. That's a good shot though. He's okay here.
Yeah, he's okay.
He can go back into it.
Yeah. He's got a nice angle just to. And again, would you be looking here just to come? He's got to flick the yellow.
He's got a free go here because he's tied those 2 yellows up as well. So
yeah,
I think I'll be going top side and hitting flicking the yellow on the top side of it.
On the top side.
Yeah.
Very nice. Great result.
Yeah,
what a standard up to now.
Unbelievable.
Let's hope it doesn't drop.
So don't forget, guys, the what you're watching, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, then that is going to drop out after 3 frames. We're going to head across to the pay-per-view platform. So Beard Productions ppv.com is what you're looking for. That's the site. So do please join us on there. As I say, it's just it's £5, and you will also be entered into a prize draw for an incredible package that has been put together. There's
some prizes there.
A Johnny Carr cue and a Sam Sprackman break cue. There's a set of Armouth balls, some other merchandise from on board. So it's worth entering just for the. So everyone who buys the stream today will be entered into a draw, and one lucky winner will take away the whole package.
Shane and I have paid a £5 each just to go in the draw.
Yeah,
we get to watch it for free.
Yeah, I think just that alone, you'd happily pay a £5, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
And, so it's a high standard of pool so far, but it's farewell to us to YouTube and Facebook. As I say, Beard Productions PP.